you can't encase the drains in concrete, okay? You only get that through experience doing that. Then they'll start filling all this lot up and sort of equalise the two. Yo, morning, welcome to the channel. So today, it's something a little bit unusual for us. So we have got a concrete pump because the footings are all dug. This is day 6? Day 6 it is. So we've got a concrete pump that's coming in. So this is a rear extension that we're doing, and I'll explain more. So if you are new to the channel and you haven't yet subscribed, make sure you do. On this, we are going to be filming every single day on site to show you how we're going about building this rear extension. I've got to talk quickly because we've got the concrete trucks out the front, pumps all ready to go. I've got to move these boards with Steve because it is going to be fast and furious. Okay, so Steve was here on Friday sorting out a few bits. So he's got all the shuttering done for the drainage, which I will quickly show you now. So, as I've explained in the previous video, you can't encase the drains in concrete, okay? So years and years ago, they used to encase them all in concrete, and then what happens is things will move, and basically the old clay pipes will snap. These are plastic, they shatter. So he's come in, he's done all the shuttering. So to the top of these boards here is roughly what level we need for the concrete. So we've got our site laser level set up. At the other end of the staff is there. So effectively we can go around making sure that everything's all good on there. And then what's going to happen now is the lads for the pump out the front will show you. I'll try and get the drone up as well. They're going to prime this pipe because, like I say, it's a new one for us, so we're trying to learn all these sort of things. So correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. I have no shame and no problem with it. So what he was saying to me is that they're going to prime this pipe now. So you'll chuck a bag of cement into the pump out the front, prime all the pipes, because if it's dry, as soon as it comes on off the volumetric mixer, then obviously if it's too dry, it just blocks up and it causes a problem. And it's no guarantee that that is not going to happen anyway, because he said it does happen from time to time, which can be a bit of a pain. So we've tried to get it set up as best as we can, but what I'm really liking about it is they've said they'd basically do everything for us. So it's a win-win really. So one of the things we have got to make sure we do once the concrete is in this corner here, we've got a steel wind post that's going in. So in this corner, we've got to make sure that we make it nice and level and obviously as smooth a surface as possible in this corner, because funnily enough, that will make our life a whole lot easier when we come to fit the post, because if it's all rough and bumpy and all the rest of it, it does cause an issue with leveling and things like that. So I'm glad that Steve's remembered, because I'd completely forgotten about that, because that's why he's the brains of the operation. Right, so we've got rock solid as usual. So that's our usual go-to for our concrete. So the really smart thing about this is that you basically pay for what you use. So inside there, you'll have your cement, sand, stone and water, and then it mixes it all in one go in this really fancy truck. In fairness, it all gets mixed up, chucked up through here, down into the pump, where it all gets churned up into there, rammed through the pipe and shot off down that end. What a brilliant setup. And I'm going to be honest, it makes life a lot easier. I could get really used to this. So much so, obviously, like I say, the lads are just going to crack on with it and we're just standing around, basically. It's great. Okay, so what the lads are doing, okay, so you got a concrete that side, and then they've put more in this side. Now, if it was all on that side, what's going to happen is going to move that shutter in massively. Now, we've plugged a few little leaks, should we say, with a bit more of the soil just to stop any of it just hammering through. So once you've got a bit in this side and a bit in that side, it should really stabilise, which is what the lads are doing now on both sides. So they've poured up this way, seen it's just about to start moving, whacked some more in that side, filling that one up, which is absolutely spot on, and you only get that through experience doing that. Then they'll start filling all this lot up and sort of equalise the two. So yeah, overall, really impressed, really impressed. And is this the future? So I was talking to the lads, they were saying that a lot of people now, that's all they use. They don't bother with barrow and all the rest of it for that reason, because save your backs. And for what it costs, realistically, we probably wouldn't need to be here. If we're being honest, I was chatting to the lads over there. The lads have just said, yeah, if you don't need to be here, that's fine, just tell us your levels and we'll crack on. I mean, how good's that? You know, I mean, what a service. You can't, honestly, you can't make that up, can you? Because how many other companies would do that? Okay, so that is it. Footings are in. I'm super impressed with that. Really super impressed with it. So just explaining, the lads were just explaining to us, right? So what they do, there's like a sponge ball, effectively, that they do it in reverse. Usually they don't like to do it this way, but basically the ball gets sucked all the way back into the hopper to clean all the pipes out. And then what the chap was just saying, that every 3 lengths of tube effectively works out to be 2 barrows, did he say? 1 wheelbarrow. So every 3 equals 1. So what they normally do is try and gauge it and going, right, probably need only 1 more barrow left on the piping. Really clever. Yeah, super impressed with that. And I just said to Steve, I mean, Steve's now floating up that corner ready for the wind post that's coming tomorrow, hopefully, fingers crossed. We're just saying to him that it's almost weird that I kind of miss not being red hot, but I don't miss it at all, in all honesty, because it sucks. But this is so much more efficient. Now, what they've done as well.
Not to me, mate.
Huh?
You're still red hot.
Oh, see that? Oh, you probably didn't quite pick that up, but I will tell you again. He says I'm still red hot to him. That is compliment. That's probably like the only compliment I had from him all year, in fairness, and I'll take it. So what the lads have then done, he's just put some of the overspill back on there, so that's just absolutely perfect, because it's all going to be hardcored anyway, so it makes no difference to us. So we're spot on with that. And then the lads are all cleaning up. So it's practically zero mess, way more efficient. And other than what Steve's doing now, he's making a mess as usual. But yeah, X marks the spot.
That's where the post's going to go.
So the wind post is going there, and yeah, exactly there. So what Steve's then doing, he's just floating it all off, making it all smoother, because it will make a big difference when we're coming to do to bolt it all down, because when this dries out a bit, like tomorrow, you'll be able to walk on this absolutely fine, but you will notice there'll be loads of high spots and all the rest of it, which will be more awkward when you've got the flat steel going in there. It doesn't matter for the bricklaying, because you'll almost give it a bit more of a key anyway, but for this area we want it smooth so we can obviously gauge where the wind post is. That isn't exactly that. X marks the spot isn't actually the X marks the spots, but you get the gist of it. So yeah, so Steve-O, what's your views on pumping?
Yeah, I feel a bit lazy, but yeah, it's good.
I don't feel lazy at all. I quite liked it. And learnt some different skills with that, in fairness. Have to stand here, fly the drone a bit more, you know. That was what the, I actually, when I was set off this morning, because I was here on site really early, because quite often you'll get to a site where you've got to dig out and you'll have a bit of a cave in. That will happen quite often. And for some reason, that didn't happen today, which I'm really, really thankful for, which has allowed us just to get up, set up, put sheets and stuff all out the front, so we're protecting the drive at all costs. And it's allowed us just to get on with the job, which also means that this, after break, we'll be on a different site, finishing off another, well, not finishing up, well, I say it's finishing off, we're putting a stud wall up and stuff for a client of ours. So yeah, so we can let all this get gone. So we've got the digger out the front, that's being picked up, and the dumper, that's all out the front. So yeah, so super, super impressed. So yeah, so that is obviously the hopper, which effectively got a big blade in there, I think. Yeah, it spins around, so obviously the lads are all cleaning all that out. Storage system all the way up there. See, pump on that bit. But yeah, what a great bit of kit. So if you're needing some pumping, don't hesitate, honestly, lads are spot on. So like I say, not a paid promotion for them whatsoever, just promoting another local company that's done an absolutely spot on job. Okay, so that's it. All done, all cleaned up out the front. They've even sprayed off my van. I mean, I think that's rude because obviously it was pristine when it came. But it's all good, in fairness, all nice and neat out of there. So me and Steve are just going to put some boards down ready for deliveries for the lads for getting all the up to damp. They're going to come Wednesday. Wednesday it is. Like I say, the wind post, hopefully she'll be here tomorrow, we're hoping, and we can get on with that, like I say, with the delivery. So we're just going to lift a few more boards down, put them down there. Like I say, it's really important when you're doing a job like this to sheet up everywhere. So just make sure everywhere's all sheeted up because it saves so much time in the long run that you don't have all the hassle of the cleanup. So yeah, so something a little bit different for the channel, like I've said, is that we're going to try and film every day on the process here, and I'm hopefully you're enjoying it. And if you haven't yet subscribed, please make sure you do. And yeah, we shall see you on the next one.